Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. There he goes, right side, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dumps it off to Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked up by one Thornhill.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson from the shotgun.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
These two teams all tied after one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson's going to look to run it.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bolton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
James Prochet,
53 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Jackson steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tershawn Wharton. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just got a little help from their defense, forcing the turnover. Now, well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson. Now he steps away. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Hey, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my pop finesse, for not, flexing. I fell out and cut the check, my not, polite the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any morning of the day, the dawn of the dead day. I don't see nothing but red. I gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the serpent, determined, the plot and the threats. It ain't no stopping and run, popping son of God, dropping anybody.
Before you judge, do your research. We hurt before I even think about us. I think of me first. The street had only brought me ether and random outbursts. I told the hood that I'ma come back, just get me out first. And quick to call me sell out when I'm on the outskirts. Want to know how I got there? I put in hard work. I know you want to get this money. You gotta be smart first. Pay attention, write it down, and repeat my verse. I don't with people that ain't on the same time. Too lazy to want to make dimes, then want to take mine. When it comes to with dimes, you need the peep signs. Over money online, then you blind. Find yourself paying for because she too fine. If you wasn't making a cent, you getting denied. If you see she independent and have a good vibe, that's the one you better stick with and keep on your side. The game, 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 the game. He's out here screaming that they gang, 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 be the same. The game, 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 the 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 game. He's out here screaming that they gang, 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 be the same. The game, game, game. Seen a lot of brothers, seen some friends die. Cause you walked away from a fight, don't mean that you buy. I don't got a problem with all these other new guys. Even find myself bumping about just a few guys doing all this industry. I start to realize we looking up the mimic gay lives. Go and get some new tax, wear the same chains. Gucci brought a Fendi, you all wear the same thing. On the same that you call main. Now I gotta roach a slow main like it was slow main. If you say I came for your head, I guess I'm road game. All of y'all like layover flights, y'all too plain. You don't need to brag or dress up when all you flame. Sabotage another black man, bro, all that lame. I got love for making, but also got love for no name. And I won't stop speaking to y'all until I change the game. The game, the game, the game, the game, the game, the game, the game. He's out here screaming that they gang, 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 be the same. The game, game, game. The game, 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 the game. He's out here screaming that they gang, 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 be the same.
Jones Shorty.
I ain't gonna low for nobody. Shit.
Heard your pockets on E, love to talk, so they talk about D. Ay. And the haters I don't see, got a problem, and that's what we.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Nation. Yeah, be proud of this. Woo. Waking up today, giving thanks, hit a knee and pray. I go state to state, making plays for that paper plate. I must keep it pure and then secure whatever's meant for me. Throw me to the wolves and I survived it, now it's hell to pay. I can feel me rising up, pressure brought this diamond up. This like perfect timing, huh? They are way too fond of us. Blessings got them lining up, divine into my timing up. I'm climbing up, you won't see me folding up. You icy but ain't cold enough, feeling like the chosen one. Obstacles I overcome, they label me as troublesome. Rather see me down on my luck, but look, he powered up. Had to trust myself, if it ain't felt, then it ain't real enough. Church. And be proud of this. Been a decade in the game, ain't do no sucker. I've been riding my own lane and I've been true to this. Out here coaching up my people like I'm Popovich. I'm popping, I'm rare. Women, they just stare. Say she wanna me like she saw me at the fair. You can make your move, but you gon' lose with them veneers. I just play it cool, cause I look through you like a mirror. Got it now, it's time to fly. No hiding out, we riding out. I bought them diamonds out. It's up a notch, I'm up a lot. I broke through every law, through every hood.
I'm just out here getting money every day. I'm just out here, got them sour lemonade. Rep the coast, but still do it for the bay. Where the bag at? Let me see some. Go ahead, make a speed bump. Yeah, I'm really from the soil like a tree trunk. If you thinking that I need you, never need one. Every time I've been a block, ask me please. I ain't got no time to hang like I need cheese. I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm going off. I'm going off. 3, 2, 1. I'm going off. I'm going off. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, hey, and I can't stop going. She wanna like she voting. Every time I do it, I raise the bar. Like a coach, I can show you the way to ball. Tell him go and play the up at a function. I just don't wanna be your husband. Only hunters, blue bills, like a
I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
Some 90s. Please. Yeah. Please, I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease. I got mouths that I got to I make waves that's without no grease. I dropped out, I ain't got degrees. I found out that what not for me. College might be the thing for y'all, but college dropout taught me way more. That's 04. A similar time I made up my mind, dog, no more. Never could I spend any time in those dorms. My alma mater was taught by Marshall Mathers and Sean, Professor Carter and Kanye West for starters and Tribe, Quest and Common and Nas, Andre 3000, 3 stacks for short, Lupe Fiasco, taught all about food and I took what I learned from the words and I filter it through the scriptures. I'm spitting the heat, but literally I didn't have any idea. The lyrics I rhyme so without a line would become my career. The quotes that I wrote would move a soul like Korea and make believers and still make a home for Sophia, Naima, my daughters, my sons, and my spouse. I'm just running my lane, y'all just running your mouth. Never catch me capping in raps. I'm really only 2 places. I'm in the lab with my seeking the Father, my hardest, so I don't get caught up in all of the kind of drama that's common when you just rhyming for dollars and trying to shine like medallions. That's an imposter that's partial to pocket all of the commas and tried to hide that they kinda forgot to honor the proverbs. For me, the only options to follow the Bible. Let my provider decide how to honor my grinding. So it's a method to my madness. Trying to flip a get my daughters in gymnastics, please. I got mouths that I got to feed. I can't stop the counting on me to make up weight that's without protein. So I make waves that's without no grease.
Turn it up, let's go.
Zone 6, Pirates, Whipper. Pirate.
The flow, whether this off rip, Let me tell you a story, I was a G, That company coming in like a kiss, I was hanging around it just like a cliff, We were them boys up on the strip, Yeah, slapping on Christmas like the Grinch, And we taking it before they, Let's curry the hit, he done snitched,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Touchdown, Kansas City. McCole Hardman from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and 4. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing again, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, 30, the 20,
it's
10,
they pay me. I'll do this
and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Pass midfield. Still going. And he will score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And got his man complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, Andy Isabella. Oh, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
To try again after the sack. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. 52 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Preston. Cole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Kelsey, a nice catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And going deep for Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Murray now on first down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Connor looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely That was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. The 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Prater. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mahomes now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He's got a man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
look at the stars. They asking me what do I see? I noticed that lately all them constellations been looking like me. Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Coming up, I dreamt of the checks I be running up. I sat on my bed writing lyrics and songs. I would practice them all, but it wasn't enough. I wanna perform, I want a crowd singing it back to me, stadium loud. Homies in front turning up, getting down. They gone off the and proud. The energy hit when the lights on. That energy hit when it's my song. I'm starting to think like a mogul. I'm starting to feel like an icon. Cause I ain't the same and I know it, but I got the heart of a poet. That money is good, but it's new here. I'm trying so hard not to blow it. Cause all of my friends walk around and they icy, pricey. But when it come to me, I prefer just a tee and some Nikes. Fight me, I might be running from changes, I like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights would be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagination for me singing this song. Like hickory dickory, my clock has been ticking to victory. I don't have a fear in the world. Whenever it's time, I know they'll be listening. Hickory dickory dog. If I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind. I ain't wasting no time when I'm racing the clock. Yeah. Hickory dickory dog. If I can see them as a link, then I know that I gotta behave as the watch. Crank up if only by a notch. Master the art and then give him a swatch. Put everything that I got on the line. I ain't wasting no time cause I'm racing the clock. Yeah. I'm a star now, and visions don't feel very far now. My parents were stressing. Worry no more cause your girl got a job now. And she can afford an apartment. And soon she gon' push it to start it. And everyone know who she is. When she leave the crib, she not getting carded. And that ain't from college, nah. That is all by the wonderful work of her hands. And maybe the prayers y'all sent up at midnight when y'all ain't know if I could see out my plan. Yeah. But mama, I made it. And daddy, I'm faded. It's how I stay grounded. Cause I'm elated, yeah. Now all of my messages full of these who say we're related. I never met, no. Why would I make out a check to him? Listen, I know how that sound and it might have been different if I grew up next to him. We've been so distant, they question me if I found out how to send out a text to him. It was just me with my head down, eyes red, barely slept in my bed. 14-hour bus rides, windows pillow my head.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
A carry here for the big tight end. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Wilson, option right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott running right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. On the counter, Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll run it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right there. Right there. 54 mark. Switch up. 54 mark. 54.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. Running right through him. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Here's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A dump off to Elliott. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one. But sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver. No grounding, nothing like that. But no.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. 20! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Yeah, that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Myers connects on the PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, I tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check, 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 check. Right there.
Now Dak.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Prescott.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 61 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Off the play fake, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first and 10, Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Dak. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look. Salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her first. Disgusting what do for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 48 yards. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 53 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out? And giving the ball back to their offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They go play action. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 61 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Packers 7.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns have moved out in front.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 83 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. Pushing his way through. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield on play action. It's caught by Hooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be third down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Block it.
To throw is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line.
16 yards on the play. It's now 1st down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay. You ain't nothing.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Will Redmond. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for